We got some pretty big Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 news to talk about today. Official modding support, which I'm going to talk about first, and then we're going to get into how is this game doing now that we are 8 days after its official launch. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. If I can find where I'm trying to go. There we go. So over on the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 X page, we got a tweet today that says, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 modding is coming. There are already mods, of course, on Nexus mods. Some very popular mods like the Unlimited Save mod and Instant Herb Pickup mod. But the cool thing about this is that there's a lot of players out there that just feel a little bit overwhelmed, or they don't want to try third-party mods from Nexus and all that. Understandably so. It's not really as complicated as many think it is, but it can feel a little bit overwhelming, and people just feel a little iffy with doing that. This is actually official modding support coming to the game, and they said on Steamworks. I don't 100% understand that, so please elaborate in the comments, but I believe that on Steam, of course, if you have the game on Steam, you're probably going to be able to go into the Steam Workshop or something like that, and just with a couple clicks, you'll be able to download some of the official mods. Now, this is like Baldur's Gate 3 in a way, in that these mods are going to have to be approved, so not all mods are going to make the game, but there's going to be most likely a ton of them and a lot of really, really great ones that I can't wait to check out on the channel. And this is, of course, just going to add a lot of longevity to the game for the crowd of PC gamers that don't really mess with the third-party mods. So very, very exciting news. I don't think it's going to be integrated into the actual game menu like you have with Baldur's Gate 3. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. Regardless, this is official modding support coming to the game. Great news for the future of KCD2. I'll of course have some videos on the channel as we get closer and learn some more details, as well as videos talking about what mods I recommend, what are the most fun, etc. But I also want to remind you all, since we don't know exactly when this is coming, we have to stay tuned for that. Don't forget that Warhorse did release the roadmap for KCD2. And sometime in spring, which is actually coming right up, we will be getting the Barber feature update. This is a free update. Hardcore mode, a lot of players are so excited for this. I'm very excited for hardcore mode. Going to be doing a live stream run on the channel for sure. And horse racing will be introduced to the game for free, and then we have the rest of the DLCs. But on to the next topic. How is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 doing now that we are 8 days after its official launch? Well, it reached an all-time peak of 256,206 players on Steam alone. This is excluding console players. And also anyone that bought the game on the Epic Games Store, as well as anyone that's playing on GeForce Now. And even right now, it's at 183,000 concurrent Steam players in the middle of the day, where I'm at, Eastern Time. On a Wednesday, on a work day. So doing very, very good numbers wise. And if we take a look at the first game quickly, if any of you guys are curious, the first game topped out at 96,000 concurrent players 7 years ago. So we're almost 3 times what the first game launched to on Steam, and we can also only assume that the console sales are probably much higher as well. But where does this put KCD2 in the chart of top played games on Steam? Well, it puts KCD2 at number 49, so they cracked the top 50. And top 50 might not sound that impressive, but this is all of the games that have ever been released on Steam, so it is very, very impressive. And if you want to break this down further, there's some sources out there reporting that KCD2 has cracked the top 10 for single player RPGs, but this excludes games like Baldur's Gate 3 that have multiplayer capabilities. Regardless, this is like a closer list here to how well this game is doing against games that it technically kind of competes with, because you don't really want to compare numbers from a single player game to a live service, MMO or something like that. So top 10 for single player games, pure single player games, and top 50 on Steam's most played games. Very, very good for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And Warhorse also announced that the game sold over 1 million copies within its first day. Within 24 hours, 1 million copies of this game were sold. And according to Daniel Vavra in an interview, it actually made its money back on that first day, turned a profit in 24 hours. So just because a game sells 1 million copies doesn't mean that it's technically successful, because budget comes into account, like longevity, etc. But this game is already turning a profit, and this was 7 days ago. We are now 8 days after this. So doing really, really, really good. And I absolutely love to see this. Even if you don't like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Warhorse is a by gamers for gamers studio. You can see this in their game design. They do not try to cater to the widest audience possible with the gameplay mechanics, etc. They made a game for fans of the original game, and they just made it better. And because they made it better, they're also able to bring in so many more players that didn't give the first one a try. And it's so good to see games like this succeed, kind of like Larian with Baldur's Gate 3. Larian made the game they wanted to make. Warhorse made the game that they wanted to make here. And these are not generic, you know, Ubisoft type games. They don't give that vibe at all. These all have like that vibe of a passionate studio of gamers that are making games that they want to play themselves for gamers. It's incredible to see. We need more companies like this to succeed, so very happy for them. But numbers are great and all, but what are the players actually feeling about this game? Well, if we go over to Steam, out of 24,753 reviews, we are sitting at very positive 91% of the 24,753 giving this game a thumbs up. Very good sign. And also, if we take a look at Metacritic, I know we don't try to cite this one too much, but if we take a look at Metacritic, we have an 88 critic score and also an 8.4 user score, both good scores. And if we take a look at the first game, that actually had a 76 critic score and an 8.1 user score. So improved in both the critic and user score categories here. Not that that really matters. There's a lot of factors that come into this, and the times have changed, different people reviewing, etc. It's kind of funny though, because Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 launched to some controversy coming from mainly one side of the political aisle, and now Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has launched to some controversy from the opposite side of the political aisle. Regardless, both games are successful, especially this second one, and it's clear that this one's going to be it's already a success. So no matter what happens, even if the Steam chart numbers drop down for whatever reason and the concurrent player count goes down, if they've already turned a profit and some, they're doing pretty good right now, and there's no way that it just completely drops to zero. So there's going to be people buying this game for many, many years, just like people did with the first game. So we have good concurrent player numbers and overall really good reviews, especially for this game that falls more into like a hardcore RPG type category. So it seems to be a win-win. And that's going to be it for this video. So the big news is the official modding support, which is going to add some nice longevity to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which makes me very, very excited as a player, but also a content creator. It gives me more opportunities to cover a game that I actually passionately enjoy playing and talking about for a longer period of time, just like with Baldur's Gate 3. And then KCD 2 is also doing really, really, really well. So good news all around. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Let's Play KCD2 series shall continue on my channel. I'm dropping pretty much a video every single morning, and yeah, lots of live streams to come and all that good stuff. I've been having internet problems, but I think I'm almost good to go here. So yeah, you all enjoy your time in Bohemia. Peace.